So what if the secret to getting these incredible, life-changing results wasn't some massive, heroic effort, but something, well, something much, much smaller? That's the powerful idea behind James Clear's absolute monster of a book, Atomic Habits. So let's get into it. This is a masterclass on how tiny, 1% changes can literally rebuild your life from the ground up.
But here's the thing. To really get this powerful idea, we have to start in a pretty unexpected place. Not with a story of success, but with a moment of absolute disaster. The author's whole journey kicks off with his freak accident that nearly cost him everything. Picture this. It's the last day of his sophomore year in high school. Out of nowhere, a loose baseball bat swings around and smacks him right in the face. He's in shock, totally confused, and he has absolutely no idea just how bad the injury really is. He eventually makes it to the nurse's office, and she starts running through a list of questions to figure out what's going on. Her first question is a simple one.
What year is it? And he answers, 1998. Just one problem. The correct year was 2002. He was off by 4 years, and that one answer revealed just how terrifying his brain injury was. Moments later, he lost consciousness.
The fallout was just devastating. He had to be put in a medically induced coma. He spent months and months in rehabilitation, just relearning basic things we take for granted, like how to walk in a straight line. It was going to be a long, painful road back. And this was probably the lowest point. I mean, this was a kid who had poured his entire life into baseball. And when he finally gets back on the field, he gets cut from the varsity team. It was this humiliating blow, and it really felt like his dream was just gone. But you know, it's often from that rock bottom that you discover something truly powerful. It was there that he stumbled onto a principle that would not only get him back in the game, but would completely change his entire approach to success. This is where we get to the power of the 1% gain. This is it. This is the heart and soul of Atomic Habits. This surprisingly massive force of just getting 1% better every single day. We do this all the time, right? We dismiss these tiny changes because they just don't seem to matter that much right now. But it's like compound interest for your life. These tiny improvements, they build on each other, day after day, until one day you look up and you've had this incredible transformation. This is such a brilliant way to think about it. Imagine an airplane. A tiny, barely noticeable course correction at the beginning of the flight, just 3.5 degrees, and you end up in a completely different city. The exact same thing is true for our habits. A small shift in what you do today can lead you to a vastly different place a few years from now.
This is that compounding mindset in action. This quote was famously posted in the locker room of the San Antonio Spurs, one of the winningest teams in sports history. See, it's never that one final dramatic moment that causes the breakthrough. It's the relentless accumulation of all the little taps that came before it.
Okay, so this sounds great in theory, but how do we actually apply it? Well, Clear argues for this really crucial shift in how we think. We need to focus on the process that gets us results, not just the results themselves. And this right here is such an important distinction. Your goal is the outcome you want. Let's say winning a championship. Your system is the process that gets you there. The way you practice, what you eat, how you recover. And here's the real mindbender. Winners and losers often have the exact same goals. The only thing that separates them? Their system. It's like what the legendary football coach Bill Walsh used to say. If you stop staring at the scoreboard and just focus entirely on executing your process perfectly, the score will take care of itself. See, when you only focus on a goal, your motivation is this up and down thing. But a system? That's what you fall back on every day. So if you want better results, forget setting goals. Focus on your system instead. And this all leads us to what is, I think, the most profound and powerful idea in the whole book. Habits aren't really about what you achieve, they're about who you become. This is a total game changer. Your habits are literally shaping your identity, moment by moment, day by day. The real goal isn't to run a marathon, it's to become a runner. It's not to write a book, it's to become a writer. Your identity just emerges from your habits. Every little action you take is like casting a vote, providing a little piece of evidence for who you are. And here's the best part. You don't need a unanimous vote to win the election. You just need a majority. You are literally becoming what you repeatedly do. And the process for this? It's almost shockingly simple. Step 1, decide who you want to be. What are your principles? What do you want to stand for? And step 2, start proving it to yourself with tiny, undeniable actions, those small wins. Okay, so we've got the why. But what about the how? how do we actually build these identity-shaping habits in the real world? Well, this is where Clear gives us this incredibly practical and easy-to-remember framework, the 4 laws of behavior change. This right here is basically the user manual for your brain. It's your cheat sheet for hacking your own behavior. To build a good habit, you just make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow so it's obvious. Join a book club so it's attractive. Start with just 1 page a night to make it easy, and track your reading streak to make it satisfying. And if you want to break a bad habit, you just flip it. Make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying.
So when you boil it all down, it comes to this. Your habits are the path to becoming the person you want to be. They're building you, vote by vote, day by day. So the real question the book leaves us with is a big one. Based on your daily votes, those tiny habits, who are you becoming?